Hey you guys, so I'm out here in my garden right now cutting down my dead corn, and usually I use the chop and drop method, so just cut things where they are and put them on the ground to let them decompose, but corn is so big and bulky, so I usually just take it to the chickens. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys what the soil looks like where the corn was growing, so you can see how healthy it is and how awesome Back to Eden is doing for this garden. So yes, I am barefoot. I try to barefoot garden as much as I can to do some grounding. I definitely recommend it. I would look into it. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys that even though I've had corn here, and you can see here's like all my dead corn, even though I've had corn here, the soil is dark and pretty. See? Something else I wanted to share with you guys is this peach tree. So what's really cool about this peach tree, I mean, it's massive. It's grown so much. And you can see how large the trunk is on it. I mean, it's like a big, healthy tree. And the cool thing about this tree is I planted this tree as a 2-year-old tree last spring. And look at how big it is. It's really amazing. Same thing with this apple tree. I planted it at the same time. It has, you can see, well, barely, but you can see the apples. It's produced quite a few apples this year. And it also has a huge trunk on it. And I planted it spring of last year as well. The reason I am showing you those two trees is I'm going to make a comparison between those two trees that I planted last year and their growth compared to a tree I planted. This will be its 7th year that I planted just a hole in the ground before I built the Back to Eden garden around it. And I just wanted to show you guys the difference between a tree that's just planted in a hole in the ground and trees that are planted in an established Back to Eden garden. It's really amazing. I wanted to also call attention to this fig tree right here that I planted mid last year, and it was just a scrawny little stick. And if you look under here now, it has a big healthy trunk on it. I mean, it's doing really well. And it's putting off quite a few figs this year. I don't know if it'll keep them because it's its first year producing, but it's amazing the kind of growth you can get in a Back to Eden garden where the roots just have so much room to go and grow. So this apple tree, which is doing very well this year, it is in its 7th year of life. And so let me scoot up to it and show you how big its trunk is. So compare that, I can almost fit my fingers all the way around this one. And compare that to the trees that I just showed you that are that I just planted last year as 2-year-old trees, so they're 3 years old, and this one is 7 years old. It's amazing. So I just wanted to share those few things with you guys real quick. I really love sharing those kind of comparisons where you can really see what Back to Eden can do for your trees and the kind of growth that they can have when they have their roots have that room to grow and really expand. It's really amazing and I really love it.